Now, moving on from the chilling spot to the spot we all don't like to be in, the hospital, Ayarisabia, Ekoji, what do they call it in Ghana? Lenny?
Hilachamohe.
Oh! If I have to mention that, I'll be healed. The next time I'm sick, just tell me that I should mention hospital in Ghana. It's like Harry Potter. If I take the stick and say, Hilachamohe, zoom. What? What does that mean? It's very literal. It's like Hilachamo, fixing of the health
sickness,
of the sickness. Yeah. Fixing and removal of the sickness.
The place
of fixing of the sickness.
Yeah. Literal translation. How do you call hospital in Ayarisabia? It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
AWS is not literal.
It's what?
Konji.
Konji is not.
What? That's it?
Konji,
yeah.
What does that mean?
What? It's just a name
hospital
for
now.
Konji. Yeah, Konji. But what does hospital mean?
No, I know him.
But what does hospital mean?
No, I know here.
Yeah, it's just a name assigned to the place. But
some people also say Konji.
Tree and Gan literally.
I'm going to the Konji.
Ayare sa ebia. What's that? Chemalhala. What is it?
Hilachamo. Hey.
Wow.
Ayo. Today we have Dr. Chris Aminarh with us. As you know already, he's our doctor. Here is the reason why our mental health issues are going down and down. We are every Tuesday. The truth is that he comes here to treat us. You think we do
for yourself.
You think we do Tuesday health show? It's not the case. He come here to give us an injection. Me, Lenny.
Please. I see Ademi.
You take
me,
injection first.
Same girl.
So the injections last till Monday. So our dosage finished yesterday. If we don't take it today, tomorrow's show you see. Dr. Chris Talebro, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Today we're talking about viruses, diseases,
germs,
rankings.
Yeah, germs, you're ranking them. We are doing the world's most dangerous germs out there.
Hey,
so this is
germs, trouble. we mix all germs, virus, disease.
No. We are using
bacteria.
germs as a broad term. Then we break it down.
Which one is the broad term?
The broad term is germs.
Germs.
Let's use germs.
Inside the germs,
yeah.
no.
Then we have bacteria. Then you have your viruses. You have your protozoas, and then you have your fungi.
Gentlemen, start your
we started. So you see, what are germs basically? Yeah, there's a 4 categories of them. Now the thing about viruses is that we call them pirates because they don't have a mechanism for replication. They use our system, our DNA, the way we replicate cells. They hijack it. They hijack the system and then they use the same thing to replicate themselves into our system. Then we have bacteria that most people know. Then we have fungus, which an example of a fungus is what the mushroom that we eat. That's a fungus. Then you have a protozoa. That's animal-based infections. Now, the reason why this ranking is so important is that there was a question that says that is there a possibility? How dangerous or how possible is this for a germ to wipe out the whole human race?
Or like COVID?
The likelihood that, yes, like what COVID did. But before COVID, there were others. H1N1 came through, bird flu, influenza, we had the anthrax. So the story goes that in 2001, if I'm not correct, in 2001, somebody mailed anthrax, put it in envelopes, and mailed it around the U.S.
Hey. Yes, it was.
Some were also sent to the White House.
All my enemies dead.
Around October 2001.
There was panic. People were not opening their mail.
Yeah, people were not opening their mails anymore. People had packages they couldn't go to because some opened. They said they saw a white powder, so it was sent to some of the big networks. They sent to some of the big TV networks, and then some were sent to the White House. Yeah. That's how crazy it is that we might get to a point where germs will be used as warfare.
I think that's the craziest
biological warfare.
Like biological warfare, because times of old, what they did before guns and everything, when they were using swords, what they did was that if they couldn't breach a wall or a city, what they did was that they'll find dead people, they'll send smallpox, who are dying from and then they'll catapult into the city. Hopefully everybody will get infected and everybody will then open their gates and then you can conquer them.
It's also how they got rid of the Red Indians. They infected their blankets with smallpox and measles, and then they retreated, and then they came back the next season, and 2/3 of the population
was wiped out.
Was gone. Yeah, so.
Right, you had malaria. What you put it to the Africa didn't do it intentionally. We did do it intentionally. Malaria. When the white people came to this place, they all kept getting malaria and dying.
That one was God. God knew the intention. The intention is not good.
Right. So
shout out to mosquitoes.
Wow.
So there's that, and then there was another one where there's a virus called Marburg virus. some scientists in Germany brought some monkeys from Uganda, and they're trying to test it and do some research. Unfortunately for them, some of them got infected and they died. Now,
is that zoonotic?
Yes, most diseases are zoonotic. Yes. So the problem with conditions these days is that what we are looking at is that now for a germ, or for lack of a better word, I'm using germs, for it to be very dangerous, we classify it in two parts. There's the case fatality rate. That the case fatality rate basically means that if 4 people are infected with the virus, 4 of them will die. Or how many of them will die out of those who are infected? Do you understand? Those who are diagnosed and infected. Then you go to another part where it's the infectivity. How infectious is it that it can transfer from one person to the other quickly? Example of one that is really high on the list is common cold. So common cold has high infectivity but low case fatality rate, 0%.
Otherwise, by now, Lenny has killed me.
No, that will not be the case. Because when Lenny had cold, Lenny will sit in her corner. Cyril will not let Lenny sit in her corner and be all over someone who has cold, so you catch it.
Building with the cold. Now,
I was chasing you out.
Look at my eyes. Look at what Lenny has done to me. I'll tell my
goodness.
wife.
Your wife is aware. Your wife is aware. The level
I don't
of
like
stress.
it, Lenny. It's too much. Chris, go on.
So
I'll not even apologize that you have cold, cause not my fault.
Then remember Ebola?
Yes.
So we had Ebola.
Ebola is the meat one, or
no?
Which one was transferred?
Yeah, that was the one, the monkey meat and the bush meat. People had it, and then a lot of people died. So if you take the first one, right, and you take the first one, which is Marburg virus, which is a virus, its case fatality rate is 90%.
What?
It's 90%. It means that if 10 people are infected, 9 will die. That's the first one. But its infectivity is low. You see what the problem is?
So that's the microscopic image
that's the image of the organism.
Looks like a rabbit on a stick.
Charlie.
Right? Somebody said it looks like too sure. Like
right.
peace sign.
Sure.
Charlie, a severe hemorrhagic blood bleeding.
So blood related. So you bleed from your nose and other orifices.
Yeah. So the ones they show in film and you see blood is coming from the ear and the eye.
Yeah, so it's similar to Ebola. Yeah, it's very deadly. But its effectivity is low. That's the only good thing about it. But if you get it, there's a chance that you
fearful.
Yeah.
Okay. Transmitted via fruit bats. I just want to go through
so go through it.
Transmitted via fruit bats and direct human to human contact. Infectivity relatively low, which is between 1.3 to 1.8 RO. Case fatality rate CFR extremely high, averages 50%, half of the people, but has reached up to 90% in some outbreaks. That is very scary to think that there's a virus that if 5 people have it, 4 will die. Sure banker. That is not a good virus. That's the Marburg virus. Good for us. It's
then we go to
on
quickly.
fruit bats.
Producer will move to the next one.
Yeah.
You tell rabies. Let's talk about rabies. Now, rabies, everybody has heard of it, but for some reason we sort of like have forgotten about it. Rabies from dogs.
Yeah.
Look at its fatality. Its infectivity is very low, not easily spread between humans, but spread from animal to humans.
To human is
right?
high.
It's higher. But the case fatality there is what? 99.9% fatal.
Hey.
It means if you are bitten by a rabid dog and has rabies, you die.
The miracle would be
There's
you not
no
dying.
cure.
There's there's a vaccine against it.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you are attacked, your body is basically your immune system versus the virus.
But yes,
So if
it's
by some
neurological in nature.
miracle,
So you start barking
Your
and all
immune
that.
system is unable to fight.
no, if it would be unable to fight, that's why it's 99. But if by some miracle you can survive the threshold of the virus to the point where your body starts recovering, then these people will inject you some things to
What's
help.
the recovery like, Doc?
There is.
The
Are
whole
you
world,
able
the whole
to-
world, the whole world. 10. 10,
But are
10
there
known
any-
cases of people who got it
In
and
through
survived.
history, oh.
Aish. But are there any symptoms
Yeah,
after
you bark like a dog.
And you
No,
become
no.
afraid of water.
after you are healed?
Like you're talking about consequences of you
Yeah,
getting better. Oh no,
yeah.
you can
Full recovery.
full
And you'll be
recovery,
fine.
full recovery, be
Full
fine, yeah,
recovery.
full recovery.
Okay.
That's if you can get there.
Aish.
So
And most
let's
people,
let's
we've had
clarify
cases
it.
of people. We have cases of people dying from this, and the diagnosis was not known in the beginning because people have these small dogs at home that they don't vaccinate.
Oh,
Aye.
yeah.
So they
okay.
buy a puppy.
Yeah, me
It's
check
not
dogs,
it's not being vaccinated. And it's assumed that the puppy was small, so they didn't mind, and it beats
Aye.
the woman
So what if you got the vaccine right after? Will it work?
immediately.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
chances are
Maybe
higher.
That day.
Yes, that day, like within a space of like 24 hours. Yes,
Okay.
but knowing that it's a puppy that they just bought and beat him, you assume that
she will nest it in the house
exactly
till she starts barking, until she
So
starts.
so the fever will set in. Yeah,
Is it something you
the
would
drooling and all that.
advise anybody and everybody to get like a regular vaccine?
Yes, if you are somebody who's around dogs, you should get vaccinated. And also the stray dogs that are working, that people keep throwing stones at them.
Yeah.
You have to be careful because not every dog that is afraid.
The cross main road.
They say at night, have you goes on that line in the street when you're driving? In the middle of the night, they're sleeping on the road, like the road belongs to them, and you honk, they don't care.
Those ones pay tax.
The road is for them.
So let's move on.
Then our next viral threat is our brother himself, common cold. So infectivity is really high, spreads very easily, and it's caused by the rhinovirus and others. There are different types. So it's also part of the corona family. The nature is like the corona family. So look at the effectivity.
Extremely low.
Yeah, case fatality is really, really
Is
low.
it true there's
But
no
effectivity
cure
is
for
really
the
high.
common cold?
There's no cure.
It looks like
So your
the,
immune
So we
system
all
against-
have the cold.
Exactly.
looks like the brain.
You see the way the structure is?
Yeah.
That's why it's a spore. So when somebody coughs, sneezes,
comes out.
easily spreads.
Oh, then I've spread it here this morning.
Surfaces, like you touch their face, they hold the door handle, you touch it too, you touch your face, you don't wash your hands.
Don't wave at me, Cyril. Leave me alone.
And right, so common cold. So back to this, right? Remember I mentioned that for a virus to wipe out the whole human race, it needs to have three things, right? I'll add a third thing soon when we get to TB.
Okay.
So the next one we have is HIV, which is the human immunodeficiency virus. So that is what sexually transmitted infection. That means that you need human-to-human contact or blood-related contact, right? Attacks the immune system. It attacks a specific CD4 T cells, right, leading to AIDS. So you don't have AIDS yet. But with the advent of now the prophylaxis and the medications now, the antiretrovirals is now a manageable condition. Now it's not a chronic thing.
Apart from the stigma.
Apart from the stigma,
No,
is
but the
also-
stigma is still there.
it's still
that's
chronic.
what I'm
The
saying.
stigma is now also chronic. Just as the condition has gotten chronic, the stigma also gotten very chronic. In the sense that you can't even talk about it anymore.
Is it? Is
And
it?
even
is it-
now, but
Yeah.
aren't these antiretrovirals more active or stronger now than they were before?
Yeah, they are.
That's why
That's why I
you say
said
that
it's
if you
not
have
chronic. It's-
HIV and you have the means and the early diagnosis to get on all the right things, it will not lead to AIDS.
You won't get to the
regardless-
disease.
to get
But
to
you
the
won't
disease.
go back. You won't
Go back to not having
not
HIV.
having
No,
HIV.
you have,
Oh, for the
you have
rest of
something
your
called a viral load. So there's a threshold where if you have an amount of virus in your system, you become infectious. So that's increase your infectivity to another person. The medication brings it down to manageable levels, as low as sometimes 100.
What's the highest?
Highest is 8.
Dead.
Okay.
Highest is like
Highest
you're getting
is
to 8. Dead, yeah.
No,
That's where it gets to the
What's
balls.
the highest viral load before you say that the person has AIDS?
We can go as 1,000 plus, 2,000,
Okay.
3,000
So
plus.
100 is the
Depends, yeah. 100 like
manageable.
money, like 100 you can 50.
Wait, and I just want to know, there are people who don't know this before they get, because I'm assuming symptoms before it gets
Yeah,
to
so
AIDS.
some people take the symptoms as is normal. Like let me take the
Wow.
antibiotic, let me take this, and then
Do you know what they call the word for AIDS patients? Ask him.
The ward. The ward.
Ward where HIV and AIDS the patient.
What?
It's called fevers.
The fevers unit,
Fevers unit.
infectious disease unit.
They don't call it the AIDS unit or the
Yeah,
HIV
don't call it that because
unit.
TB is also there.
Yeah.
TB is also on that
Called
one.
the fevers unit. So I'm saying it because the symptoms are very across board.
Across board,
Temperature, fever.
Doesn't it
fever.
escalate to the point where a doctor might say,
Hold on,
let's
a
just-
your test and we
say
say
you graduated
HIV.
to
Sometimes
HIV.
not.
Nah,
But what I'm saying that when it
wow.
starts, it's just like the way any other fever-based
Or viral infection.
viral infection is. Fever, lymph nodes, your neck, me home family, me home tete, me. You do after
But
3
it is that you
weeks.
take antibiotic, alright, to work.
Yeah.
You take whatever it is,
I'm-
with painkillers and all that,
amoxicillin.
everything will work. And you'll be fine. Because the virus is still, as I said, the virus wants to hijack your system for replication. So your body will keep fighting.
Yeah.
And to a point where that viral load is more than what your body can handle.
take.
That's when
It starts breaking you down.
That's
And then
breaking
they
you
say
down.
let them do the test and see. But by that time, the viral load has become exponential in you. So if the medicine is not strong, if the action is not taken quickly enough to lower that load, then they transition you from HIV to
AIDS.
AIDS.
So those who face the stigma, right, like you said, like cold is in the system. There are other diseases.
Cold, even stigma. Cold has a stigma.
yeah.
Common cold has a
I
stigma.
mean, comparatively to HIV, is it because, back in the day we had
Yeah.
sexually
Jason,
transmitted?
they
sexually
advise
transmitted.
sexually active people to constantly or periodically do
check.
How many people do it? They don't do it. That's how bad the stigma is. Because even if you are sexually active and you are not feeling ill or anything, and it's okay, at least every year let me test twice.
Yeah.
Going into that place that I'm testing, what are you testing? Say full blood counts, blah blah.
The guy look like the guy looks like
it's like it's idea now. Oh yeah, now I'm back at Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
At 9:46.
And I think that
HIV test. I'm going to live a better life.
I think that's also part of the reason people don't feel comfortable going.
So we are getting to a
the
point where the self-tests are there.
facilities.
We are getting to a point where the
Right,
self-tests. Yeah. If you get to a point like the way the malaria has a rapid test, pregnancy has one, typhoid has one. Yes. So we'll get to a point where these become mainstream. Like
Very
there was
common.
talk of a preventative a vaccine to prevent against.
yeah, it's still in the, it's still it's still in the pipeline.
Right.
But you know all those things that need to
This pipe
undergo
is
thorough
long,
like
though.
tests and all that. To even before remember antiretrovirals when they came, there were combinations, so many of them. Slowly we got one that was like tailored towards doing a certain job. So this thing we're talking about with HIV.
Do you think they have the cure and they
women.
are sitting on it?
It's a pregnant woman.
You remember the Marburg
Because
you remember the Marburg virus, right? You remember the
the
Marburg virus I was talking about,
Uh,
right? Why would somebody go and get monkeys infected with this and be looking for virus and try to test them this and this? So there are things that people
Even
you
though
get
they-
it.
I get
that
what you're saying,
they will try and get a cure
Yeah.
and then infect the whole population. There's that theory that
Yeah.
somebody
the
will intentionally have the
HIV
cure and infect
yeah.
people and
Even
then
the
make money
HIV.
off
Yeah.
selling their
These conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
that-
conspiracy
No,
behind
but you see, the conspiracy theory is in the sensational way people present it. But the facts are like he's saying. HIV is zoonotic. It's not. It's from. Animal.
It came from animals.
It came from monkey. The first person, patient 0, it's
It was a
zoonotic.
white man, but I think it was a white person,
Yeah.
right?
It's zoonotic. So why go and what are doing here? You know. So there's always that. I mean, let's go on if there's more.
The next one is bacteria. Now, bacteria number 1 on our list is, have you heard of the black plague,
No.
bubonic plague?
Yersinia
It's called
pestis.
Yersinia pestis.
Now, it came from the person who discovered it.
Oh.
I was just going to say it sounds like somebody's
Yeah,
name.
Yeah. So the thing about this is that it killed 50 million people.
Oh, 50.
Yeah,
50.
so have you seen this image of people wearing this big thing?
Yeah.
That's where that thing came from. The bubonic plague.
They use that to protect
But yeah, those
They
are
assume
no
it's
small
failed.
assume that it failed though. It failed. They felt that the furthest away the thing was, the longer the thing was, the longer the infection will reach you.
Yeah. But do you know what was happening? The thing was holding up
The whole thing.
bacteria.
So it's still getting straight
Was
into
west.
you.
Was
Yeah.
west.
So instead of getting fresh air and reducing this thing, you were rather holding
Actually.
the thing in your nose.
And when always this black thing.
Yeah.
So that's where the name came. The
That's
black
like
plague.
Black Plague. It has
Yeah,
nothing to
Green
do with the medicine.
Yeah.
The reaction to the illness is what gave it the name. Very fascinating.
Fascinating story because it killed
Wow.
50 million people of the world. Like when it came.
And you know there were the religious, all sorts of
Connotations
weird
behind it
things
and all that.
So
And yeah,
that was a death sentence.
the second person was on 99.9. That's rabies.
So
Marburg virus is like
transmitted
90.
by fleas
Yeah.
or pneumonics, person to person
droplets.
droplets. So, sexual
Yeah.
activity, sweat, everything.
Casey
So this one, they're
Bono.
Bosk.
If this thing came again,
We are done.
if like a variant of it combines itself, let's say for example, right? Let's talk about TB. I'll quickly jump to TB. TB has high infections, but TB has one thing against everybody else. It has resistance. We have drug-resistant TB. Now, and we've talked about infectivity, right? The way black plague is very infectious, right? No, it has case fatality is high, right?
100%.
100%. And you have common cold being highly infectious, like on the list, common cold. Imagine a bacteria, a virus, a fungi who has the infectivity of common cold
And the fatality.
and the fatality of the black plague, and it has the drug resistance of TB. It
will just
means
be your
whatever
body-
you do.
It will just be your body, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Just-
so the thing they had with COVID was the problem they had with COVID.
Just not real.
COVID was highly infectious.
Oh.
COVID was spreading fast, and they started giving you a timeline where from you get the infection to when
You
right.
start seeing the signs or you die.
then you just go there your system inside mekum. Yeah. When you bring the medicine,
Yo.
God
So
so
imagine
good.
these three
God so
things,
good
right?
it will not happen.
Now,
Yeah.
when COVID came, when Corona came, right, or COVID-19 came, right, the problem they had was these three things. That's the first fear they had. These three that it shouldn't have. So it started with being highly infectious, right? It became highly infectious. Then they couldn't tell whether it was 7 days. First, it started with 14 days, 7 days. Then it increased to 20. They didn't know. Well, yeah, it was Then they went to the fact that if we created a vaccine, will it get resistance? So we start hearing rumors of it changing itself, strains of it from 19 to an 18 to a 20 omega alpha and things. And they feel that the way it's changing, can our vaccine still catch up?
That's why they started injecting us.
Then they say boosters. They start bringing boosters in.
That's why they started injecting us.
So it's like the way when you use boosters, I always explain to people like this. You see a way when a rocket is going to space, it has this so many engines and fuel tanks around it. The more it pushes up and breaks certain levels of our atmosphere, the boosters go off. So that's why I call booster rockets. They boost you to a certain point and they leave you there. So if they boost you, the drug boosts you to a certain level, and then the virus at that point, or the bacteria at that point, also decides that me into a booster. Go to the next level, go there. You to go.
Then the booster go.
Did you guys take the vaccine, the COVID vaccines?
I did.
Charlie, I took the vaccine, and now when I think of something, I open my phone. The thing is there. That they've connected me to the server. I don't know.
No.
Oh, it's true.
Don't be a conspiracy theorist.
Who said their arm? When they said the arm?
No, because it was real for some people.
Exactly.
Some people, like they were
I
sick.
knew people who had the tasting. They lost their sense of taste.
After taking the vaccine.
Yeah, some got it after. Some
people
got it
to
before.
develop allergies to things they were not allergic to ever.
I didn't feel.
No, but you're a pharmacist, so you understand why some of these research things they are bound to happen.
Sweetie, what I'm saying is
they are bound to be flaws, right?
You're not hearing me. Sometimes I can be there. I'll not touch my phone or my computer.
So you feel like there's a chip,
I'll
microchip in your
I'll
head.
think about something.
Iron Man.
When I open my laptop, the first thing is, "Are you looking for land in Ibury?" I'm like,
Cyril, please.
Oh God! You see, in the year 2035, they will realize it and they'll say, "So Cyril was not mad." I'm being serious with you. I'm not the only one. Were you not the one we were having the conversation
upstairs? Yeah.
Step or somebody also mentioned it. Like we hadn't touched our phone.
But I'll answer that. The story behind it now is that our phones are listening. They are listening.
Yeah.
Oh,
so when you talk about sneakers, I'm sure right now if I leave here, the way I talk about viruses.
No, they think about money.
Why is the money not come? I need to get the loan thing. The loan thing that gives adverts on YouTube. Are you stuck for money? Nobody can help you.
Get up to 500 cedis now.
Doc, are you done with this? Because I want to ask a question.
The next thing we are talking about bacteria. The thing about the bubonic plague or the black plague is that it's a bacteria, not a virus. You see,
wait, does it make it worse? I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah, bacteria we have antibiotics, antibacterial biotics. Please, those are antibiotics for bacteria, right? And a virus. Common cold is a virus. So we have like anthrax. This is what they use as a bioweapon, right? Because it's inhalational. And you can do it in spore form, powder.
Okay.
So you can come like a normal powder and be in the AC vents and the whole building, everybody will get it. So they start calling it Ameritrax because they use it against America. And that same period, the bad thing about this situation was that it's the same period as when the 9/11 thing happened.
Yeah, man.
Right.
This was also going on.
Doc, at which point do these viruses or the bacteria just die out?
No, so something has become of origin to us is that some of these things, those who died from it are buried deep, right? And the more we are digging up and bringing some of these, we are bringing them back.
We are unearthing certain spots.
We are going to certain places where we are not supposed to be going.
Wait,
I was watching a documentary.
What happened to all those who had COVID? What happened to them?
They buried them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And do you know what's happening?
100 years from now, all those viruses are still in the soil, in the ground. Ebola, everything in the soil.
The person died. The virus didn't die.
He didn't die.
So it's able to thrive in the soil.
That's why they bag them and they bury them like that.
But bagging is even worse because the
now if you don't
rubber
bag them,
may not rot.
Yeah, but you don't bag it.
You don't bag them.
You don't bag it. That's why everything enters the soil. So there's also that.
That's why you see those videos on TikTok where they show some like Iceland or Greenland somewhere, some iceberg, and the water has melted and it's clear and blah blah. If you drink that water, you won't reach 30 minutes, you die. That clear water. Do you know why? Because some of the bacteria and the spores and the
millennia
is from the year 22. The year 00022. Some of the things in that, your body can't even spell it. So the water looks clear and clean. You'll be better off drinking Galamsey water. Because your body has gotten acclimatized to that.
You're having a fear of global warming. The fear is not just the flooding, the water ice will melt. Another thing is that everything will release into our water, our systems.
No, but
imagine prehistoric rabies.
Imagine
dogs
that one.
now are descendants from
dinosaur rabies.
And rabies is killing us. So imagine whatever disease the wolves of that time had, and then one will melt today.
Also, that's the scary bit because if all of these things are still in the soil. That means
Let me give you a simple example.
If it's
that happens here.
dug out later for the purposes of archaeology
Construction,
or whatever,
even maybe I build
that
a
means
road.
it's going to come
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yes.
That's going to happen.
Wow.
So
don't live too long.
Look at this.
Oh,
it happens here. It happens here often.
Amen.
A place gets flooded. Things are carried from various places of the country, like the capital, and carried into certain neighborhoods.
Somewhere else, yeah.
After that, most children and people in those areas get cholera, typhoid, all these other conditions. Why? Because it was not there.
It wasn't there.
Yeah.
You get used to your environment.
You adapt to whatever environment you are in. You understand?
Yes.
Very
Then
interesting.
the one I want to talk about that is crazy is the flesh-eating bacteria. So it's a bacteria that enters when you get it through a cut. So it causes necrotizing fasciitis. I had an image of it, but I don't think we can show it.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Thanks.
people won't eat. Yeah, and you see, look at the CFR. It can be 20-30% even with aggressive surgery. When we are trying to cut off that part, because it enters your wound through a cut, and instead of it allowing your body to heal, like wounds, you disinfect it, and then it will go against any form of you healing. So it keeps eating at the flesh, keeps eating, and it can spread to the whole arm and everything.
Wow. And in that case, there's nothing.
Sometimes amputation is the best way to save the arm. Yeah.
Please, in which cases, beyond the wound and stuff, in which cases?
That's the only way. You can't get it. I can't give it to you. Yeah, so it's through a cut. It gets into. It's like the way tetanus gets into your wound through a cut.
So in that way, what are the things that people need to do to avoid these flesh-eating?
The thing you're talking about all the time, right? That
when
you
you
get a cut, when you get a cut,
Because
we should be careful about the small
scary.
cuts and the cuts that we have. Even right now, we're even seeing it with our brethren with diabetes. Those who are undiagnosed, they get a cut, it's not healing, because we take scrapes, scratches, and things for granted.
Yeah.
And now, last time we keep talking about that, those chronic conditions that we had that were for older generations and older people, all those things have come down to a certain level where it's now everywhere, from children to adults. It doesn't matter anymore. Diabetes everywhere, right? So anything you do, you have to take it serious. Whether it's a scratch, a scrape, disinfect it, get it treated. Don't say, "Oh, me the seminar rub," like, and the hand wash, it has stopped now.
Because
sanitizers have stopped.
Gone.
Yeah.
For some people.
Then there's one that will interest people a lot in the cosmetic industry. The next one is botulism and Botox. So we have Clostridium botulinum, produces the most potent neurotoxin known, right? But human beings have found a way to use it in Botox for cosmetic use. Yeah,
so they are using.
Yeah, we've purified it and found it to relax specific muscles. So we've used it in medical. Now we are using it in medical in cosmetics. You know what Botox injections are, right? Yeah, in the face, like fill up the face, the fillers and all that. Yeah.
So that means that.
So you see what it causes? It causes flaccid paralysis. So your muscles can't contract. That's why they get that whole.
They can't
stiffening.
smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
The muscles become
Their
non-responsive.
faces don't move.
Yeah, they don't
all
respond
of
to
that.
yeah.
No, so for the people who take it out, should they take it out? Is there a possibility that
Reversal?
their muscles will relax?
No.
It's permanent damage.
Yeah.
That's why they grow old and they always have that.
Yeah.
So we want to interview them.
And can it happen like?
I'm so excited to be here. No, my new movie is going to be great.
Can it happen like years after? Let's say you get BBL today and the next 4 or 5 years.
No, BBL is different.
Okay, sorry.
The Botox is more like injections. Yeah.
You get it today.
Yeah.
Then maybe next 3, 4, 5 years, it springs up or it's immediate.
Did you see Kim Kardashian's mother when she went to do the facelift and Botox?
Have you seen it now?
Yeah.
Have you seen it at 70 years?
Yeah, that's what he's
the skin
talking
is
about.
looking, but the expressions are down.
So
she can talk and everything. It was like it's one look.
Like you're not expressive with your emotions. Like
So the way
facially
when we
expressive.
do neural exam for nerves, facial nerves and other things, we tell you clench your teeth. Then we check out this muscle is supposed to move. Then we say raise your eyebrow. Then we tell you look at that object. Turn your eye this way.
Look surprised.
Look surprised. Smile. All these things are nerves that are working, and you are telling the muscle underneath. So the nerve is working, but the muscle, the
it's
connection
not
to them.
working.
Yeah. Some people
There's a
draw their
disconnect.
eyebrows,
There's a disconnect, yeah.
they always look surprised. They're always surprised. I'm calm today. Today is a very relaxing day for me.
Like
there's nothing on my mind.
Imagine you do that. The target. What's that thing? Amy just did one on Target, where they have to be smiling to customers and all that. That's what's going to happen.
Joker. You turn Joker. 24/7.
I'm having such a bad day. I lost somebody I love.
Is it safe? Being
safe.
that the Botox is a bacteria.
Oh no, it's safe. It's safe.
Botulism, you said, right?
Yeah. So it's safe, but you see, what it comes with is that you don't grow.
You lose the compromises.
So it's
compromise.
ethical.
Yeah, it's ethical. They're using it.
The reason why you get wrinkles and all those things because your muscles keep moving for a long time.
Yeah.
Now you kill it and nothing goes on your face, and you are suffering. Anyway, so guys, it's been a great day. We will hear you on Culture Daily. Dr. Chris Aminarh has joined us for our medical conversation. As you can see, the effects of Botox.
You are problematic, Cyril.
No, listen, give me a pencil. Let me draw my friends. And then that will be a good one. It's been Cyril. It's been Lenny Lomote, Jason, and Chris. And don't be surprised. You understand? We'll see you tomorrow.
What's wrong with